guys, welcome back to the vlog. We're headed to Santa Monica. Have 2 back-to-back meetings scheduled. It's also Sunday, by the way. First one is with Paul, my ClickFunnels Facebook ads guy. You've seen him before. Try to squeeze in like maybe a little ClickFunnels tip for you guys. And then second one is with Jade, Jade Dharma Wangza. I think I got that right. And she is an Instagram wizard, and I've been on her podcast, and she just moved to LA, so that should be cool. And with that one, so both of them, I'll try to get some tips that can be applicable to you guys, maybe in the Amazon world, or just stuff that I'm doing, stuff that you guys are doing, so should be cool. Oh yeah, one other quick update thing is, you guys have heard me tease that I'm starting this new brand that's gonna be really big and really public, and it's all around like the things I'm passionate about. You guys know I'm obsessed with bulletproof, keto, paleo, health optimization, all this crazy life optimization stuff. And basically, like, it's been really hard to come up with a name for this thing, because it's like specific, broad, all that. I'm not gonna give too many details here because the details are somewhere else. So I'm running a contest. If you can come up with a name for this thing, the prize is either 500 cash or free access to my Zero to Brand course, which that's $1,000 bucks. So if your name that you submit, and there's a whole list of description and instructions and all of that, and if we actually choose and use your name, then you win. So there's a post in the free Facebook group with more information, and there's a link, I'll put both these links in the description, a Google form where you actually submit it. I'll look through all those submissions. If one of them actually is the one that gets used, then you win. So hope you guys enter that. I swear, every time my car is in the vlog, it's like filthy. Yeah. What up?
Hey, how's it going, man?
How's it going? Good to see you.
You're ambushing me.
Yeah, I looked up at the right moment. So bomb, I'm gonna have to order that. It's so bright out here, I don't even know what's on the screen.
It's absolutely delicious. Look at that. Yep. Eggs Benedict. If only I could cook that well.
Bulletproof AF. At this point. By the way, I'm kind of like recording, but I'll cut out anything we don't want.
Oh, no worries.
I also promised the vlog that I'd ask you like a tip that can be applied to everyone.
Yeah, okay.
Like maybe something like ClickFunnels-esque that we'll get into.
Cool. You don't need to do a glamour play, and by glamour play I mean like, you know, a Lambo.
Oh no, I don't want to do any of that.
No, but we should start like a
for sure
poll on like what car should Matt finally get.
What car should Matt finally get?
I feel like everyone voted for McLaren.
Everyone voted for
Everyone definitely voted for McLaren.
McLaren. You voted for McLaren.
Tom voted for Lamborghini.
Who?
Tom.
Oh, did he? Yeah.
Don't get a Lamborghini. A Lamborghini is, I mean, it's fun, it's showy, but you're not the kind of person who I feel is showy, wanting to show off your worth. I feel like you have a little more of the subtle vibe going for you. But then again, a McLaren is actually pretty showy.
McLaren's not subtle, but it's more nuanced. It's
Don't
more
do a Ferrari. You can get
it's
a
more for the it's more for the enthusiast, which is where I fall in.
Ferrari, no.
I want it. It's just
Unless it's an FF, then get that.
it's just quite expensive. FF would be so cool. We could have people in the back seat.
Come up with the, I guess, like the reason for the sale. Like if you want to sell a product, you must know the product as good as, if not better than, the actual product owner. Because you need to be able to think of like nuances. You need to think about competitive advantage. You need to start researching,
detailing out those benefits.
Exactly.
Raising the concerns that they might have.
Exactly. You need to be able to get into the mindset of the best customer and the worst customer. Because if you have that kind of mindset, and you know the product strengths and weaknesses. You're not hiding anything.
Right.
So as a marketer, you're able to think of what are the ways to highlight the positives, what are the ways to either downplay the negatives, or even work with product, right? Which is something that really happens in the tech world. A marketer can come in and work with product manager, with like either the product manager or the project manager, and be like, hey, these negatives, they could actually be positives. We could spin it this way, or what can we do to negate these negatives that I've noticed from the market audience, from doing audience research or whatever. So one of the most, like I said, the most basic of basic product marketing tips I can give is know your product,
Right.
the good and the bad. Don't hide the bad. You look like shit. If
Right.
you
So
do.
this is all going to be built into the actual funnel,
Yeah.
whether it's in the creative of the ad or on the funnel.
Exactly.
itself.
This
So
is
where-
this is the baseline.
Let's just for people watching, like where would you begin with targeting cold? Like, where would you run these ads? How would you cold target? Meaning, like, these are not warm. You're just like you're just starting out, and you're wanting to implement funnels into e-commerce, tie it in with Amazon, even from the beginning. Like, where do you begin with that?
So cold's pretty interesting because I would say you need to build trust, and you only have so much time to really build enough trust or build enough interest for a customer to kind of be like, hey, I kind of want to see this.
Right.
So I'd say the best way to get, your best place to put cold ads or best place to start doing cold ads?
I think, well, best platform and how you would target, like how do you target it down though?
Yeah.
For people that are like have never run a Facebook ad, like my answer would probably be like, if you already have customer data, lookalikes.
All right.
But like, what if you're starting cold? Like, just a little on how they can, what's
So-
available to them as far as targeting.
Now, do you already have your product? Because if you have your product at this point
let's
in time,
say they're
right?
trying to get those initial sales to get the traction going.
Okay.
They have their product, it's in stock.
Yeah.
Day one.
Okay, cool. So let's say, you know what? I'll give you an example. Let's say tactical backpacks, right?
Yeah.
Really nice, awesome tactical backpacks. Comes in multiple colors, black, multicam, ACU, whatever, you name it, you got it. So let's say you're starting with that. First thing you should do, and I kind of already mentioned it, but if it's a tactical backpack, you already know it's your audience, is be the military, survivalists, airsofters, people who are into like more function over form.
Sure.
People like that. So what you would go ahead and start doing is you'd go into Facebook, you go into your ads, ad manager, or you go into Audience Insight, and go ahead and start clicking in some different interests, right? Interests could be survival, hiking, backpacking, airsoft, guns even, because usually the people who like guns and who are survival based are probably military anyway. So you can kind of see where all these different audiences segment. And if you really wanted to go in deep, you can actually just have each one separate and kind of see what the total audience for each is, and start doing little like tests where you throw in a couple extra keywords in there, and combining it together and see which ones actually have the most outreach. If you go too niche at the beginning, well, you start limiting yourself, and then you're gonna have to start building all these different segmented audiences. And that's really advanced, I would say, in terms of data, like just digesting. But like let's say if you want to do cold start, first thing, again, know your product, right? That's number one basic. Second thing I would say is now you need to know your audience. And now you need to know the use functions. That's where product comes in. You already know what the use is for, so you can start thinking of like, what are the ways, well, who are the type of people that will use this, creating user personas, right? I'd say
build that all in and put them in. Facebook has so many tools available.
Precisely.
That was solid.
Is so creepy when it comes to how much info it has on you.
I made that joke the other night when I was talking to you. I was like, they know about you. Like, you don't have to worry about that part.
When you fart in your sleep, and then they'll offer you the potpourri.
What's up?
Hi, Matt. How nice to meet you.
How's it going? Good to meet you.
Hi.
Vlogs.
Nice to meet you.
How's it going, Paul?
Jay, nice to meet you, Paul.
Nice to meet you.
This is my funnel master. Facebook ads wizard.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
So I just help people make money and get an audience. And right now, one of my clients needs more customer leads for their kombucha company. So that's what I help with.
Oh, you wanted to keep me away from her.
No.
Have competition.
Oh,
Wait, what do you do? What do you do?
He does Facebook ads.
I'm
he's
CMO
a
now of
Facebook ad
a
guru.
tech company, and I have my own agency doing marketing. Marketing. So
Paid advertising?
media buying, yeah. A lot of anything and everything that goes along with that. I started out doing like social media management, but honestly it's a little too small fry for like what I could do, and then I started like doing a lot of business coaching along
What
with
he's trying to say is he's a fucking big shot.
No,
so.
I'm basically like, why?
Read the lines. What you say, buddy?
I'm just
So I
playing.
started out doing social media management, and I realized like it was too little money for what I was doing.
It's a big deal. Big deal.
That's what I'm saying.
It's just like 10 clients, and then like charging
not
them
scalable.
whatever amount.
Right.
It's unscalable. So like I went beyond that, and I started doing it for businesses, doing it for like doing media buys for businesses, and that's when you started doing like all this extra stuff. Basically now we're doing like big media buy ads and campaigns for big name
Got it.
companies. Like yeah. So
Just Facebook paid advertising?
I mean, that's all I do, but now I'm managing people. So it's not even like me doing it anymore. It's me managing.
And you're a CMO of a larger company that...
Yeah, so it's
And you've got your own clients, like
I got my own
am a
clients,
client
like
of
him.
Paul.
You're a
He's a
client of Paul?
but
Yeah.
I never did ads for you. That's the
Not yet, we're getting that going.
Like coach...
No, he built all like my funnels for all my personal stuff, like
Built his funnels for his
like the
personal
course
stuff.
funnel and all that.
Brand is zero. Like, make sure you sign up for Brand is Zero.
Brand to zero? No, that's the wrong way.
Zero to brand.
I will take you from brand to zero.
No. Cut it out, Kansas.
Did I even introduce you to the blog? I don't
No,
even.
yeah.
Not really.
I
Anyways,
didn't
this
intro,
is Jade.
Hi guys, my name's Jade.
What's up? Anyways, she knows Instagram, other stuff super well. So, question for you
Yeah.
is like in the e-commerce world, 2 questions.
Yeah.
One for them, one for me.
Yeah, let's do it.
Like most people that are following are interested in like starting an e-commerce brand. They're like getting up to that level. What would you say, like, because Instagram, I would say personally, I'll answer this part, is one of the most important platforms for them to get on for a brand right off the beginning. So how would you start and get that off the ground and get that initial traction for a product company
Okay.
page?
So initial traction beyond paid advertising. What is
It
your
could be paid, but how would you get it going? Like how would you
from zero?
Like how do you get those first even few hundred followers, 500,000? Like I think
Depending
that's the hardest
on the product.
part. Okay.
I first think you need to start.
Let's assume it's like Instagrammable. Like it's not like fucking like chair.
Okay,
It's like
okay.
it's like something semi cool.
So I would say the first thing you need to do is, a lot of people, they don't know, do I post first, do I market? You have to start with the content. Now I would do a lot of, I think when you launch your product or your content, you have to understand, because you don't know the market fit for it, what people want to see, when you get initial traction, I would highly recommend posting a lot and segmenting your competitors' followers by, you can retarget the ads, but my favorite way is to follow and interact and be really sneaky. So that's the initial traction. But in regards to like my favorite tip ever, in regards to getting traction is, I think a lot of people when they post a picture, they don't understand that you need to pivot the content over time. So once you get a lot of data from maybe stealing your competitors' followers and just interacting with them, keep in mind, go into your analytics, your demographics. If they're 25 to 30 and they say they live in Los Angeles, make more LA related content, make more Stand by Melrose Avenue. Just really like segment it over time, and that will get you to traction to find out what you should really post.
Solid.
Is that good?
That was great.
Okay.
This is my question. This is for my own shit. Obviously, you're busy, so you probably don't have time to watch all my shit or whatever.
I do watch your shit,
but
man.
you follow me on Instagram. You see my
do.
lack of posting on Instagram. You see my YouTube. Like,
Okay.
what can I be doing better as a personal brand? Like, personal brand. Like, what are some things that you think I'm missing opportunity on, or ignoring, or just like not giving enough attention to? Like, what can I be doing better?
So I want to know, what's your goal for Instagram?
Well, if we're talking Instagram specifically, like, I would just like a bigger following for anything that I'm doing. Like, not for vanity or whatever, but like right now I grow Instagram out of YouTube. Like YouTube, I get some organic growth and all of that.
I don't know if you guys utilize stories, and I don't know why you're not utilizing stories.
I post on stories.
Where's your highlights?
You mean the feature?
Yeah, the
highlights.
highlights. So I would basically do this following. So this is Matt's Instagram, and when I look at it, it has everything that describes Matt. But what I think right now, if you guys kind of look into Instagram data, but like stories have higher retention than actual posts. And I feel like what I would do for you, Matt, is honestly take your 5 you know what, actually take the 5 pillars you're talking about content-wise and put that on stories and remove as much as friction. For example, I know you do like the link in bio thing, but I honestly think that's not the future of content. I think remove friction, post the 60-second videos of your video, and I don't know, in the feed actually, or the stories, and keep it there so people can, it removes friction, because you have to understand, people will go to YouTube, but if you just swipe up, I don't know if you ever look, but not everyone swipes up, right?
I don't even have swipe up.
No. Oh, you don't have it swipe up?
Dude, I don't have any followers.
People are lazy. Okay. So we gotta get you to 10K. So before that, make sure you remove as much.
No, that is helpful.
I think removing it, because that's what I'm thinking too. Like, I think if you post value on YouTube and you want to direct the traffic, it's a good start to put it on the same platform, so people have a reason to stay.
So just like repurpose that, like cut out like a valuable chunk of it and just like make it several stories in a row and just like get the value right there on the stories.
Or I mean, for you to start, like you don't even have to highlight stories. So.
Well, yeah, I don't do highlights because
really?
like I don't know. I have weird thoughts about it.
Why?
I'm not sure. Like
I don't know why he does, honestly.
I don't know if I put stuff like, say, for like the obvious would be like, I don't know, like course testimonials or something like that could be one of them, and I just don't want it to look too spammy markety stuff. Like, I mean, you know what I'm all about. So it's like, but I could do it. I don't know. I'm really into like the. Welcome to Venice, guys.
Just edit that out.
No, leave it in. Definitely leave it in. I hope the microphone caught it.
What do you think you're missing?
On Instagram or on YouTube?
Yeah.
Well, on Instagram, I literally just posted in my feed for the first time in 2 months.
Okay.
Because I'm hypercritical of the feed.
Oh, you like the aesthetic theme?
Yeah, and I just feel like it needs to be thought out. It needs to be worth of sticking there. Like, whereas stories I'll post whatever.
Yeah.
But I don't know, like and also like, you know, taking the time to make quality pictures and quality captions, it's just like more work.
For you, content-wise, I mean, you have good pictures. What I would do is I don't know if you have a content caption strategy, but the algorithm itself rewards savable content. So if you could do more like top 5, I heard that has really good interaction. So top 5 tips, how-tos, and more of like numerical, easy to save things, like gets a lot more interaction.
That's interesting. I didn't know that. I usually just go for like long, thoughtful comments.
You can do that, but separate with a little bit of points, it gets a lot more interaction because the algorithm thinks people are saving it, let me boost it more.
Yeah,
so, yeah.
that makes sense. Cool, thanks.
All right.
All right, back home. Really cool meetings today. Hope that there were some really solid tips that you guys can apply from those meetings that I was, of course, getting help with myself. So yeah, it was cool. The ClickFunnels stuff, and then Jade on the Instagram stuff. I definitely personally need to implement a lot of that more, and you guys as well. It's Sunday, haven't done much else today, so I think I'm probably just gonna wrap up the video there. Might go live on Instagram, so if you're not following me on Instagram, make sure you are so that you can hop into those Q&As and live streams that I'm trying to do a little bit more and just being more active on Instagram in general. Other than that, don't forget to enter that contest if you want to. There's all the links in the descriptions, links to everything down there. Hit the like, subscribe if you haven't, all those good things, and I'll see you in the next video.
Holding the camera.
As always.
Yeah,
so many
we are
cameras.
at Bulletproof Cafe, and I'll catch you guys after my meeting I have to go to. So yeah.
I love that. So easy.